Steve, it was a share of the points today. What are your thoughts?
I thought when you went shh, you were going to say a different word and describe the performance, and I'd have been absolutely correcting you on your use of language. But you'd have been right. It was a poor performance from us around today. A nervous performance against a team who in the last 4 or 5 weeks have suddenly become well disciplined, well organised under Charlie. So we don't take that away. But we got ourselves into good opportunities both early in the game and especially second half where it was total dominance against a gale force wind. But when we got into those good areas, we never got through them. So that's a disappointing thing. Of course, I'm going to look at the Jamie Reid penalty claim after whatever number of minutes. To me, I'm up in the stand, but it looks clear and obvious. And I suppose when I go and see the match referee, I'm not looking at him because I thought he was poor, so I'm not going to say nothing to him. But I'm going to look at the assistant referee on the East Terrace side for the goal. He gives offside, so that's his opinion.
Have you seen a replay of it?
Well, I've looked at it back, and it's at first glance. I need to see it on the wider screen. Let me look at the wider screen, and I'll educate everyone on Monday my true thoughts, because when you see it on a mobile, it can never be the same. And then we get to the end of the game, and we're huffing and puffing and trying to find a way to get a goal, and we're 4 minutes added. Insulting to have 4 minutes added today, given that we've had a sending off. It takes over a minute with the goalkeeper down for a minute and a half. We've had, 6, 7 substitutes in the second half. But we're clutching at straws, if we say that. We just need to get ourselves back into the training ground, work hard and get ready for, I think I've said it, a team that could be in the top 2 or will be in the top 2, in my opinion, at the end of the season.
It was a game that was really stop-start and difficult to get a foothold on it from start to finish. And, I mean, there are reasons for that, which probably don't want to go into, but it must have been difficult to play against.
Well, the reasons are, every time when a Fleetwood player, they were down for a minute and a half, weren't they? It was, and the referee can do nothing about that, and we wouldn't expect it, but there was several long stoppages for the time allocated at the end to be the time that he gives. But as I said, we'd be clutching at straws. We make 2 or 3 good opportunities. Jamie Reid should score with a half volley. He's great claims for a penalty. And then we'll look at the goal that's on 80-odd minutes when it looks a clear and obvious goal, but the assistant referee says offside, but we'll look at that on the wider screen. Listen, we just need to, I think I said to you, we'll win games, we'll lose games. I never mentioned draw games. But we'll get freshened up as best we can, and we'll go again on Wednesday night.
But it is a valuable point in the right direction, though, especially when you look at some of the other results around.
Yeah, there's a number of clubs that had late winners today. That's promotion, when you get late winners. I've been there. In fact, I've been there multiple times. You get late winners. The sad thing from my point of view today is I don't think we created enough momentum apart from the one in 80-odd minutes when Nesta, who come on, made a real impact in the game. But I think we never really then laid face to the goal the way we have done here for 23 months under me.
Wasted opportunity?
Of course, a wasted opportunity. You have to give credit first and foremost to Fleetwood and Charlie Adam. When the previous owners were involved, they spent big resources. They spent big resources on managers. You don't get people like Scott Brown in for what I get paid. You just don't get them in. You don't get, the other managers coming at Hibs and walking in within 4 days to Lee Johnson to join you, and then you bring in somebody like Charlie Adam. So they're a big investment with the club, but I've got nothing but other than respect for that. They are one club that I hope they battle their way through this and stay up, because I've got a lot of affinity with Steve Curwood, who's running the football club up there, and everyone else around, including Charlie. I played with his dad, as I said, pre-game. That don't change my respect for somebody who I've sang his name for my country, or his country as well.
And how are the players in there? It's obviously a big game coming up midweek now. They can't afford to just bow their heads between now and then. They've got some work to do.
I never asked them. They'll sat with their heads down. And it's probably a day, if you're half educated as a player, you don't lift your head, because you may just get a rattle. So you better sit with your head down. But only based on our performance. Our performance levels were 6.5, 7s out of 10 today. 6.5s. That's not enough to win a game, especially with 11 games in League One to go, and you're fighting for every point. But let's not forget, this is a Fleetwood team that put 4 past Wigan last week and win doing handstands at the end. Go to Bristol Rovers and win recently, and go to Port Vale and come from 2-0 down, the way to do, and take a point. Should have win it again. So that's credit to them. We'll focus on ourselves. We were below par today. If we're below par the next 3 or 4 games, we'll be thinking about booking our TUI holidays or whatever British Airways holiday. I can keep going Emirates holidays, but we're thinking of booking holidays rather than focusing on what we need to focus on, which is trying to get enough points to be in the playoffs. And there's enough clubs breathing down our points today, but in saying that, we're still in there. It's another game chopped off, so that's the positive. Everyone plays Tuesday night, other than us and Posh, so they all need to go in and see what they can achieve on Tuesday, and then we'll focus on what we can do on Wednesday. Then we'll go to Saturday. That's the nature. That's why I called it squeaky bum time. We didn't even get to squeaky bum time today. We never gave ourselves a chance. We were walking with them nice and tight.
Thanks, Steve.